Hey guys, so I thought I would show you my favorite photos so far on fstoppers. So if you don't know what fstoppers is, it's like a social network, but for like photographers. So they like post photos, other photographers rate it and stuff like that. There's competitions you can enter, articles. They also do tutorials as well, which are fairly costly, but sometimes they do like free like tutorials anyway, in an article or something. So I thought I would show you my top favorite um photos so far. I don't know if I'm going to sort of make this as a series or not. I'm not 100% sure. So you can rate these photos anyway from like 1 star to 5 stars. So 1 star is meant to be a snapshot. 2 stars is meant to be needs work doing. 3 stars is good for your portfolio. 4 is exceptional, and I think 5 is world class. Anyway, so any photo you rate between 4 and 5 stars, it automatically goes in like a folder where people can see like what your top rated photos are. But just because I rated them photos a 4 and a 5, it doesn't mean that I really love them. So what I did is I actually like made like a bookmark of the photos that I really enjoy. Some are really simple, some are not. I think the reason why I decided to do this video because I've mentioned in the past, I'm just a hobbyist. I just do this to keep myself sane. The reason why I take photos. But I find that a lot of people on here are butthurt because the problem is when you've got a load of photographers rating other photographers' work, you're gonna get harsher criticism, and a lot of it, especially when they do competitions and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that are completely butthurt, but I don't understand that because they personally pick 10 photos, not randomly, but they look at them, 10 of their favorite photos. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like their most rated. I think they chuck in the most rated one in there as well. But other than that, you get a variety. So I don't know why they get butthurt anyway. But I think they need to realise is in general, because a lot of these people do it as a profession, they do this as a profession. So they need to seem to realize that you're not impressing other photographers, you're impressing possible clients. That's why they need to sort of be less butthurt, if that makes any sense, because it shouldn't matter what another photographer says. If that photo has got loads of awards and stuff, then that's that. Don't get butthurt because someone doesn't like it or another photographer doesn't like it. Like I've seen like one guy in the comments said, I can't believe this thing got 2 stars. I won this award or this award. But you seem to realise that one, you've entered it in a competition. I know people are going to be bitchy and they're going to downgrade photos just to get their higher, just to get more votes on their vote. It's stupid anyway. Because the way they pick their top 10 is not on like ratings. So I don't know why people do that. So I thought, because I'm more of like a clientele and stuff, I thought I will show you my top photos that I enjoy and why I enjoy them and everything like that. And my preference when it comes to the photography as well, when it comes to landscape. Anyway, so the first one is this one here. So the reason, oh, really? So the reason why I like this one is it just looks so simple, but I remember when I first saw it, I just couldn't stop going back to it. I don't know what it is about it, but I just I really love this one. As I said, I gave a 5, and obviously this one definitely doesn't get that much love. It's only got 3.33 on the star rating, but I think it deserves more than that. It goes to show just because it's simple, it doesn't mean that it's horrible. But I really like this. I'll go see if I think there's a bio on this. So it says, this is taken in Dubec, Lower. I probably said that wrong. Lower. I don't know. Under the Julian Dupieux Bridge as the fog lifted. I was hoping for a riverboat or barge or something to come along, but I settled for this fishing boat. This is minimally processed, darkened some shadows and raised some highlights and took it into black and white. But yeah, I freaking love that one. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I didn't mean go back that back. You know what? I was going to keep doing that. I hate it. Okay, I'm not clicking on my profile. Right, thank you. Right, next one. Next one is this one again. This one I really like. This will go to my like landscape art and stuff. I don't like landscape photos. Like, fine, use Photoshop, but I don't like it when they look so fake. Like, I want it to look like it's something that I will generally something that is possible to see. That's why I like this one. Also, I like how the splashes in the water isn't like there's another thing that people do and I hate it. It's where I'm not really familiar with that much of editing, but it's where they kind of soften like splashes. They do it a lot when it comes to waterfalls. They kind of wash out, they kind of soften the splashes. I just hate that look. I like water to look like water. I don't know. I just don't like something like that. So that's the reason why I love this one, and I can see this anyway. As used as like a Mac wallpaper, like Mac would sort of, well, not Mac, Apple would would get a license for this photo and have it as an option as a wallpaper. But yeah, I do really like this one. Let's see if this one's got a description. So this one says, into the heart of Algarve, focus stacking and HDR consisting of 15 shots taken at sunset at Praia de Marina in Algarve, Portugal. I've probably butchered that. So is that one. I hate how I have to keep going back to this one. Right. Next one is this one. So the reason why I like this one is I don't know what it is, but I just find the water hypnotic. The way that he shot the water. I don't know what it is about this water. I just kept looking back here, and I just find it so satisfying. That's the main reason I really love this photo. Is just the way they captured the water, the sea. I'm gonna assume obviously that is the sea, but I loved how he captured the waves and everything. I just, again, it just looks natural. The whole, sunset and everything. It does look plausible. As I said, I hate this like fakery sort of thing. Like, I don't mind it in like obviously with like model photography and stuff like that and commercial and stuff like that, but when it comes to nature and stuff like that, just leave nature the way it was. So this says the islands, massive sunset over the islands, so that's just a small little what's it over it. Right, next one. This one, oh my god, this one is so freaking cute. Okay, I just love how much detail is in this squirrel as well, and how, like, obviously she didn't get this close to a squirrel. It would have been, it would have been a zoomed enough lens or even a macro lens. But look how much in detail that the squirrel is, and I love how the body's in focus and then the tail's kind of out of focus as well. So it just keeps you focused on the squirrel's face and the hands and what's hands. I don't know if you'd call it hands or claws, but anyway, and then what's in the squirrel's hands as well. It just looks so freaking cute. Like, literally the cutest thing ever, and how you've got the detail in the whiskers and everything like that. This one doesn't have a description. It just says squirrel, but it's freaking cute. Come on, is it the good way of capturing, the detail of the squirrel, and the squirrel's actually doing something. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just standing there or anything like that. If that makes any sense, or it's not just like running up a tree and something like that. It is a cool shot. Next one, okay. Now I'm not like, oops. Like, I know nothing about cars. Can I just say that? Like, I don't know any make of this car, but as soon as I saw this photo just I could see this on an ad, either like a screen, like either this is like a shot from like a TV ad or even in a magazine, like it's done really well. This is obviously an example where there's a lot of composition in it, because obviously them foxes, not foxes, wolves wouldn't have been there. So it brought this is an example where I don't mind fakery because you're advertising a product. So you're gonna have that, you know what I mean? It's just, when it's just a landscape and you just make it look all fake. I love how like there's a little shape of the owl at the side, but this is just it makes me want this car, and I know nothing about cars. I don't even drive. I'm not even past my license. I've not even had driving tests, but it makes me wanna um what's it? Right, let me see. It makes me want to buy this car basically. So this just says it's W Motors Fenya. I don't know if that is the company of the car or whatever. As I said, I know nothing about cars. Um, but yeah, it's a freaking cool shop, and I would buy that car in a heartbeat. And the final photo is this one here. So this one is a little bit of a shock as to why I like it. So as I mentioned before, when I was on about the water, I was on about what a lot of people do. This is a good example of what they've done with the water. They've kind of blurred it, whatever. I don't know what it's called. But I think the reason why I do like this shot is just because of how detailed the rocks are. I think if the rocks weren't there, like at the side, and it was just the river, I definitely wouldn't have enjoyed it. But I think the rocks just take my eyes away from that detail that I don't like about the water, and I just focus more on how detailed the rocks are, and I think that's why I do like it. Because as I said, when it comes to water, captured like that or edited like that, I don't like it. I think it is captured. I think it's captured on a slow aperture to get that effect. Not a slow aperture, a slow shutter to get that effect. But I'm just not. I've never been a massive fan of stuff like that. But I think just because there's more to the actual scene, and it's not just the water, it takes my eyes away from that, and you get more. Like I just love the detail of the rocks and everything. I love the tone of it. I love the sky and everything like that. But I think that's the reason why I do like it. It's more so the details of the rocks than it is of the water. And this one just says Storm in Santa Guardia. I have no idea what that is. But yeah, that is basically it for this video. So them are my favourite stoppers. Um, stoppers photos. If you are on there, then obviously you can go check out the work and have a gander. But yeah, that's it for this video. So bye guys.